Alright guys, what I'm doing now is getting an idea. I know where I'm at, but I just want to do this as a demonstration purpose, in case you were out there and you didn't know. And how you're going to have to use your sixth sense alongside with a compass, a map, whatever you have. I don't have a map right now for this area. I will get it. If I choose to come back here in the future, I will get a tow, but I'm not sure if I'm going to, seeing how everything's posted and all this four-wheeler traffic. Okay, right now, I'll turn myself. That's south, behind me is north. That means that's east, and that's west. So, for now, I know my the red bank is to my east, and I know southwest is the road where my Jeep's sitting. Also know to my west is this stream that follows this hollow, and that's going to follow up all the way up to the road and cross over the road. Now it's going to stay to my west more so than where my vehicle is, but as long as I keep that to my right shoulder on the way out, I'm going to hit my vehicle, no, without a doubt. My main goal is to hit that road. I'm not trying to hit my vehicle, but I know this stream is going to be perpendicular to where my vehicle is going to be. So we're just going to use this as an general reference point, a landmark to get me there. So I'm going to keep this hollow in the stream to my right shoulder, to my left shoulder. I'm going to keep the bank in the hill. If the sun was out, I could see it. I think it's actually over here. I also want to keep the sun onto my left shoulder. And that's how we're going to keep ourselves from getting lost, which, like I said, I know the areas. I got that advantage with me. So, alright, without further ado, let's go ahead and hit the trail, guys. Alright, guys. We're coming along this trail. Now, I will say we do have advantage too. Not only I know where I'm at, we have this old four-wheeler trail. But same token, we're still keeping the stream to my right. And I'm using more than one sense too. One, I can see the water, of course. And if I stay quiet for a second, you'll be able to hear it too. And if it was like a rich in iron or sulfur water source, you should actually smell it too. Right now my nose is kind of plugged. Plus I got all these pines and laurel and fresh leaves masking the odor, but that's another sense you can use as well. If it was up at my camp, I could be trying to smell the fires inside the camps from the wood burners and the coal furnaces, you know. But and that brings up another point. Down in here, if I was trying to walk this and keep this to my right, this stream right here is very, very steep. I'd either have to walk the creek itself, which can sometimes bear an opposite direction. So you want to keep an eye out for that. But if for some reason you can't walk the stream, it's too deep, and you get in situations like this, try to get up on higher ground and still keep it to your right. Find these trails. There's nothing wrong with these trails, because you have a greater risk of hurting yourself by falling and breaking a leg. And you're not only lost, you're lost and injured, and you're not able to get yourself out. And if you don't have an adequate supply of survival gear with you, and if the injury's that bad that it could actually, you could succumb from it, you're shit out of luck altogether. So do like the animals do. They try to take the point of least resistance, and you know, we're an animal too. We're just a lot more sophisticated. So, alright, we're just in the mose. Alright guys, we're still on the path. Sun's on my left shoulder, stream's off to my right shoulder. Now, in a minute here I'll show you. The stream's in a little bit further away from me, but it's still to my right. I know it's going to cross the road, and I know how the road bears. I don't necessarily have to be hunting it that close. When we come out here also, where the path I'm on comes out is probably a good 100 yards from the stream, the creek. So it's going to be still to my right, but not right next to it. So I'll show it to you right now. It's still a little close. But I was thinking a couple other points to bring up as I was walking here, and that's for navigating landmarks to help you. And that is some of the man-made landmarks you can go by. I have yet to see a gas line go in circles. I've yet to see a power line make a bend and go in circles. So that's normally your power line as well as your gas lines are going to run in a straight line. So if you follow that pipeline or power line to your left or your right, or if you follow right on it itself, you're guaranteed to cross somewhere. Now I'm going to tell you too, power lines and gas lines do go downhill and uphill, if you haven't already seen that, and they can be tough climbs. So just keep that in mind as well. And normally your power lines as well as your fuel lines, gas lines, are going to end up in a populated area because they're bringing the electric to us as well as the natural gas, diesel fuel, whatever. So we'll be at the car here in about 10 minutes, if that. That'll be down the line. We'll discuss some more. I'll get some more tips on it myself on determining distances. I don't know if you can see it. It's probably tangled now. But I do have a set of homemade, they're around here somewhere, ranger beads, pacing beads, and I can use them to keep track of my distance. Or if I know that a typical mile takes me a half an hour and I have a watch, and in 15 minutes I've been walking, I've done a half a mile, another 15, I've done a mile. So there's a lot of ways, but we'll discuss that more down the road. Well, talking down the road, guys, we're going to go ahead and get down the road here and get back to the Jeep. So, if I don't talk to you, well, I'll talk to you one more time. Alright, guys, we're quite a ways now from that creek. It's down, this goes out about 50 yards or so and then drops down a little bit on a gradual slope down to the stream. So it's probably about 100 yards. And we probably got another 200 yards or so and we'll be out to the road. And if I take my compass bearing, I don't know how well you're going to see this, we are still traveling south like the stream was doing. So give you just a general idea how well just keeping those things, those reference points in your mind, how well you're going to do. And the sun is right above me, more or less, on my left shoulder. So we're just going to continue out this path. Close my compass. And we're going to keep on walking. This path here is a result of what I was discussing when I first started walking in, how people don't respect the property owners when they put gates up. This is a bypass trail somebody cut through the woods to bypass the property owner's gate, so they'd still come through the property and ride the four-wheelers. So it's one thing if you got permission to do it, and if you don't abuse it. Some people come out here and they just tear up the trail for fun, and because I know there's some people out there who have disabilities and they're unable to walk far distances, so they use a four-wheeler. Hey, that's fine. If you want to use it to get your deer out of the woods, that's fine. Just don't keep tearing up the place. It just spoils it for everyone. It's like the army, you know, one person screwed up, the whole platoon was down on the ground doing 50 and other crazy stuff. Cobwebs out of the way. Alright, we're coming up to the road now. But like I said, here's the road. This road bends down and bears to the right, so, but down there about 125 yards is a stream. But this was the main thing I was looking for, was this road. I'm not trying to get right to the Jeep, because I know if I come out to the road and if I keep the stream to my right, my Jeep is to the left, which is going to be my east side. So all we're going to do is hang a left, and we're going to go ahead and follow this road. Alright guys, sorry about that. My memory card got full. But I was trying to say we're going to go ahead and make that left, which is going to be east, and we're going to find our Jeep, which we've done. Trying to keep my license plate out of frame here. But also, I switched the format for videoing on this right now to see if what the quality is like on this VGA, WVGA. Because if I can get a little bit more life out of my memory cards, I'm going to do that, and if the quality's still good. Because that high def seems to really suck up my video. Because normally I can get 150 hours with mod on this 8 gig card. I maybe got, what, 40 minutes on it. So, but if I see a big change in the quality, that's no big deal. I just have to pick up some extra cards. So, but alright guys, hope you learned some today, like I did. We're going to go ahead and get this back to the house, get cleaned up, and get this stuff posted online. And like I always like to say, thank you always for watching, commenting, and just taking the time to watch the Pawoodsman's channel.